everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is Crafting with Bee. We are just doing a short little morning coffee with Bee. As you can see, unfortunately, I'm almost done with my coffee, but it's cinnamon dose. I'm not sure how you say that, but it's a K-cup of cinnamon dose and vanilla creamer. I use the Chobani one now. So good, but in this diet, at least I get to keep my coffee. Anyway, what do I have to say today? Well, I told you on a live that I had changed my mind about this canvas that I'm working on. This is Turkey for Thanksgiving by Randall Spangler. It's 125 centimeters by 56 centimeters. And it has 63 colors, but I'm using 2 sets of my trays, and altogether there's 90 between the 2 sets. So I want to free up these 2 trays of drill storage or diamond painting trays, whatever you want to say. So I decided that I was going to go ahead and finish this one, and I am almost done with it. This just happens to be the pen that I grabbed, which is just a regular pen. It's actually a glow-in-the-dark. It's got my 2-placer on the end. I've got to find my twist and pick that has my other 2-placer on it. I'm going to get another 2-placer. I just haven't gotten it yet. But anyway, this was close at hand, so I just grabbed it. This week has been a little bit of a busy week. I have recorded my rose trellis unboxing. I'm going to try to get it posted today, I hope. Hopefully the video came out okay. I've got my doubts on that, but I do really want to show y'all that canvas. It is such a beautiful canvas. And hopefully later today I'll have time to record a stash unboxing. I think what I'm going to do is do like 4 canvases at a time out of my unboxing. And sometimes I'll group the artists together. Sometimes I won't. But this next one I'm doing, I'll probably do some Randall Spanglers and I'll pick the ones that I really want to complete, because as soon as this one is done, I will be kitting up another Randall Spangler. I know I've got my snow castle that will be done throughout the year, but that is a huge canvas, and I had planned on this being my year of Spangler, so I'm going to constantly be working on at least one Randall Spangler painting, and I have several, and I will probably need help choosing which one first. In a way, I was thinking about doing one that's a round, but come to think of it, I think I only have 2 Randall Spanglers that are round drills. And the rest of them are square drills, which I don't mind at all, but sometimes you just want to do a round. So I will probably have those 2 in the first one and 2 square drill ones. So y'all can help me pick which ones to do for that I'm going to do next. Now, y'all may not see it in a whip and chat as much, or you may not see the snow castle in a whip and chat as much. It depends which canvas I put where. Because I've got different tables that I work on, and this one, if it's in here where this one's at, I don't always have the house to myself or this room to myself where there's not a TV going or anything like that to record. Most of the time, it's mornings before Joshua gets up and after Josh goes to work. But anyway, that will probably be my next stash video. I'm going to try my hardest to do one a week. I'm not going to make any promises because every time I make plans to do something like that, something ends up happening and I'm not able to. Sort of like my calendar. I need to get started doing that again. I did it for like 3 days and then kind of forgot about it, but I'm going to start doing it again. And let's see. How many pluses do I have left on this? Not too many. But this is my second to last square on this canvas, and then I'll be done. So hopefully you'll be getting a completion video here pretty soon. It might be next week before I'm able to record it because I'm going to need my kitchen table to do it. I think, because this is such a big canvas, and plus I want to show you some of the other, I've got a bunch of plus signs up there too. A bunch, or not a bunch, but let's see, this one, in my Hannah Lynn Mystery, I haven't showed y'all the completion of it. And then I completed my little Diamond Dots gnome canvas. What else have I completed lately? I am trying to get a bunch of my whips done and completed so that I can show them to y'all and so that I can work on some other things. There's one that I've got to finish working on. I've only got about 1/4 of it left to do. But that 1/4 is almost the size of a complete canvas in a way. You know what? I know that there it is. I was like, I know there was another plus sign right up here. Okay. If we find any more, we'll get them in a minute. I think I'm going to do the little blue dots next. This color right here, I was so scared that I was going to run out. And then I realized I had another bag of them. So no running out on this one. Some issues I've had with this canvas on this side in particular. It's not a really big issue, but there has been a few spots. And whenever I say spots, I mean not more than like 1 inch wide. But I've had like spots on probably this last corner of this canvas that have very little stick to them, which is very unusual for a Diamond Art Club. But maybe this is because it's one of the older ones. I know it's probably set a while, but I don't know that for sure. But I've been having it's like 3 or 4 little spots, no bigger than like an inch, that just didn't have very much stick to them at all, and I don't have any dot sticks, so I did get them to stay on the canvas. So what I'm probably gonna have to do is seal this, at least this part of the canvas, and hope it doesn't make it look different than the rest of it. I don't know yet, but I'm kind of leery about rolling this canvas up because of that. Anyway, hoping to get this canvas done today because I've only got this square and one more square left to do on it. Okay, so I will be going down to the shop today. I gotta go down there and run a few errands. I don't know if my brother will be there or not. A lot of times whenever I go down to the shop, he's out repoing. But anyway, this is turning out so beautiful though. If it wasn't for just those few spots on here, and this would be a perfect canvas. And then somewhere up here, I think I got off on my drills, and I think either one of them somewhere has a little tab on it that I didn't realize. But you know what? I'm not going to go back through all of these drills on here to find which one messed it up, because it'll be okay. It's not perfect. And if it's hanging on a wall or something, nobody will probably notice that except me. So, this one, I think I'm going to take the 2 canvases that are down. I think I'm going to take the 2 canvases down that are underneath my Minion Love canvas, because this one is just as long and I'm really leery about rolling it up. So I think I'm going to put this one up on the wall, even though it's not Thanksgiving. And I'm going to leave this one up for a while. But the other 2 I will have to hang up. So that means that I will probably be going to the hardware store, because I actually hang up my canvases the same way that Granny showed on her short. On just regular hangers, I try, anytime I buy a pair of pants at Walmart or something, they give you the option to keep the hanger. If it's pants, I do keep the hanger just because they've got those little clips on them. But I clip a yardstick on there instead of the canvas, or both actually. And then I will hang it up with that. But the last few times that I've tried to get yardsticks, I paid like $3 for $3.50 for one yardstick. And I heard Granny say that she had gotten one at Ace Hardware for $2 or less than $2. So I'm going to go up there and check and see what I can find. If I ever can get somebody, if I could, I would just buy a piece of real thin plywood and have somebody to cut me some strips of it about the size of a yardstick to use for it. But I just haven't been able to have somebody to do that yet. Every time Josh has his saw and stuff out, he's busy doing something else, and I do not want to bother him with something that's small like that. So I'm going to go up there, and if they have more of them, I'm going to buy 3 or 4 of them from up there. If they are that price, I think it'll be well worth it. Because I can't even find them at Walmart or anything anymore. The last ones that I got, I think I got at Hobby Lobby. And I've thought about trying to use just foam board, but I'm just afraid that it won't be thick enough to keep it like I want it. So that will be an experiment later on a canvas that I'm not so picky about. But it would have to be one that wasn't a Randall Spangler or a Dreamer Designs or one that I'm really, really interested in. So, let's see. I know I've got to look. I almost missed all of that up there. This canvas is turning out to be so, so pretty. Absolutely love the look of this canvas. Of course, y'all know me, I love Randall Spangler anyway. And since I'm doing Snow Castle, one of my houses or castles will not be in the choosing for the next Spangler that I do, which it may be later, but just not this round. I've got so many cute canvases that I want to complete. And then I was also thinking about starting one of my oldest ones in my stash. And the thing about all of my Diamond Art Clubs, I don't have any small ones. I don't think. I might have a small one somewhere, but most of my Diamond Art Clubs are pretty good size canvases. And then my other thought is I'm going to try to start working on some of my budget ones as well, which I've already started one that I got from Temu not too long ago. It's been a while because I probably haven't ordered from Temu in like almost a year. But it's one that I got from Temu a while back. Let's just say that. And it's one that I really wanted to complete. So I've got 3 squares done on it, and I actually went to Five Below yesterday. And they did have some diamond paintings, some new ones that I hadn't seen before. Which this is the first time I've seen diamond paintings there ever, but that's beside the point. They didn't have any of the little bottle cases, which is what I was really looking for. They did have the pens, so I did pick up 1 pink pen. I did not get any of the diamond paintings because they just didn't call to me, basically. They weren't anything that I really, really wanted. So I didn't get that, but I was walking away and there was these sets of dice games. Or sets of dice. They came in a bag and I noticed that it had different dice with a certain number of sides to it. And there was one that had 20 on it. And since on my other canvas, that budget one, that I have 37 squares left on it. But I don't have them numbered. I've been telling that device to pick a number between such and such and or between 1 and 37 is what I would do next. And then whenever I finished that one, I would go down one. Well, I decided that I would just get this die and it's got 20 sides to it. And I don't always start counting from the top. I don't always go right to left or left to right. I just pick a square and start counting from there, basically. So if I rolled 3 one time and I started at the bottom going up, it would be the third one up. If I rolled a 3 and I started at the top going down, it would be 3 down. It's just I start at a different area every time. So I think that this is going to work out fine. And if it happens once it gets to less than 20 squares, I can keep counting until I hit. If I start at the top and go to the bottom, I can do that, and then I can start going back up. That would be how I would pick that square to do. This is just another way to randomize your squares. So we may do a little morning coffee with V on that one too. And I really, really want another cup of coffee today because I'm down to my last drink of my coffee. So sad. But that's okay. After this, I'm going to go in there and fix my breakfast which I haven't decided if I'm going to fix me an egg or not. But I might fix an egg and then just my bagel with cream cheese, which probably only going to have half of the bagel, even though they're the bagel thins. I have realized that even though it's a keto one, it tends to use up a lot of my carbs for the day. And yesterday, I went 3 carbs over my limit, which isn't bad. It could be a lot worse. But I was also out running around. I went to Five Below. We went to Michael's. I did not go to Hobby Lobby. Just because I was ready to get home at this point. I'm thinking about getting another one of these little metal rolling carts that I keep beside me in the living room. And yesterday at Michael's, I had a 30% off coupon. Trying to get this off of here. And they had a 2-pack of these little baskets that clip on the side of that. So I used my 30% off coupon. So got these for like $7, which wasn't bad for 2 of them, but thinking about getting another one of these carts to have in the other room, and I'll put one of these on there. Right now in the other one, I've got all of my pens in it, which seeing them in that little cup right there shows me just how many diamond painting pens that I have. Oops, I just spilled those drills. Not very many. So we're just going to use the ones that... Let's put that over there before I spill the whole thing. Because I almost knocked that off of my desk. That would not have been a good thing. Because I would have been picking up drills just to finish my canvas. But this is turning out so pretty. Love, love, love this canvas. What else? Did I do it again? hopefully this is not showing me what my day is going to be like today, because I actually woke up in a pretty good mood today. I've got to go pay bills, but other than that, I've got to go down to the shop. And whenever I go out to Walmart, I'm going to do my shopping too. I think I'm going to get another thing of chicken strips, and I'm going to try to fix me chicken strips for lunch. And I went and got the George Foreman griddle out of the camper. I'm going to try to fix them on that for me. Or maybe I'll do a hamburger or something like that. I do not know. I think my keto hamburger buns are getting kind of stale. So I don't know if that'll be a thing. I hate throwing them away because the keto buns and stuff are absolutely outrageous in price. It's like a little half loaf of bread is $5. Those buns, the keto buns are like $5. The keto hot dog buns are $5. They taste good, but they're just more expensive than the regular ones. So, okay, let's see. I do have one E right there, so I think I'm going to go ahead and get that real quick as long as I remember where it's at. Stardust. She hears me talking to the camera again, and she's right here. She's sitting on the arm of my chair right now waiting. She's not so patiently waiting for me to scoot back so she can climb in my lap. I've actually got 2 E's. So we're going to get those real quick. Okay, what color should we do next? Let's see. Should I do the 7s or the S's? Let's do the 7s. Just because that's the color that I want to do right now. Okay, it's this brownish color, the light brown. Gives the trees all of those beautiful colors. Stardust. I don't know if y'all can hear her purring over here. I'm not using my glasses to record this, so hopefully y'all can hear me okay. Normally I use the mic on my glasses. Hopefully I have sound this time. Whenever I checked it before I started recording, I did, but that doesn't always mean anything. And I will probably be flipping this canvas, so you might see the little StreamYard guy upside down or somewhere on here because I am recording it on StreamYard. The reason being is it's so much easier just to record it on there and then download the video to my laptop where I can edit it and post it. Because sometimes I record on my phone. For one thing, it takes up all that space, and then I have to delete it and then share it to my laptop, but it's just easier for me to do it this way if I am using my regular phone to record. What else do we have to talk about today? My life this week has just been so exciting. I'm joking. Today I am officially down 17 pounds. It's only been between 1 and 2 pounds a week, but I'm okay with it. I really am, because it's small. Small progress is still progress on that. And I feel so much better since I've started doing this. I will have to go walking today. I did down at the community center, not yesterday, but Tuesday. Yesterday, I did not go walking. I should have, but I didn't. But down at the community center, I actually walked the 13 times around the walking trail, which equals the mile. So proud of myself for that. So I think whenever I go down there today, I'm going to try to do 14 and eventually just work my way up to the 1.5 miles, and then maybe within the next few months I'll work up to like 2 miles. And I think that would be plenty, because by the time that spring gets here, I want to go on the Overlook hiking trail, and I'll have to get somebody to go with me, but I think that'll be a good little goal to put forth. I don't really have New Year's goals. It's just my main goal for the year is to keep doing these small little victories. And I can actually feel it. I can feel it. I was so tired all the time before, and I'm still tired, but not like I was. It was just exhausting. I was exhausted all the time. No matter what I tried to do, I wasn't able to sleep very well. Now, I may have nights that I can't sleep well, but I don't have those nights all the time. So, let's see. What else is there to tell y'all about? I think that I have pretty much covered everything that I wanted to talk about today. I'm going to finish up this color, and then I got to go get ready for the day, but I will be finishing this. If not today, I will finish this canvas this weekend. It won't be the one that I'm working on in my lab, just because it's in a different room and I don't feel like moving all the stuff in there. I am going to be trying to set up a way to be able to switch out my canvases on different tables or desk. That way I will be able to have more of a variety of what I work on in my lives and just on my whipping chats and stuff. So that will be coming soon. Hopefully, I've got to go out and get the drill today to do what I want to do. And I'm not very good at that, so hopefully I do it right. But I'll show y'all what that is later. Anyway, that being said, I will see all of y'all next time. Thanks so much for stopping by. If you're still here, thank you so much. If you don't mind, hit that like button, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think. And I will see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.